G'day! In today's video, I'm replacing the outer display on a Samsung Galaxy Fold 4. This one here, we can see it is slightly dinted on the frame, so I'm not too sure if there'd be much that I can do about that. But I have been heating it up on my heat pad here at 70 degrees for around about 5 minutes or so. Next up, I'm going to use some isopropyl alcohol and go around the outer perimeter. I'm hoping this will give me an entrance point to get in there. I'm expecting the complete destruction of this outer screen trying to get in there, as right now it is only flickering and carrying on, so I'm not too concerned of its preservation. The isopropyl around there, I'm going to use a thin pry tool. I'm looking at this, I can only go in a very small amount. We'll see if that will let me in. Or better yet, I'll probably start up here where the glass is already broken, and I may be able to chip some of it out. At least make a start, then I'll be happy that I can continue. And there goes the other one. Keep going with this. No, not sounding too great. Down this way. And now we're starting to get somewhere. There we go. And now we're in. Here we need to disconnect this one connector over here by the looks of it. Put up the side. There we go, one plastic piece there. And then should be able to lift it up with a nail. One screen removed. I'm just going to clean up some of my glass that's here. Yeah, just going to get the remaining fragments out. One thing I would recommend doing is removing the adhesive that's already there and applying some of your own, as these do become hot spots where glass shards can build up, and then when you go to put the screen in with such narrow tolerances, you do have a high risk of damaging the actual new screen itself. So that I would not want to have to replace twice. Next up, I do like using the toothbrush on there, get rid of the remaining fragments. There's another one up here. go. Another one there, but I'm going to leave that. Go over it one more time. Try to avoid focusing too much on the camera up here. Go. Put that back down. Now, one thing I will quickly do is just give it a test. Quick test off camera. But let's assume all goes well. This is how we would proceed. Now, this here I'm assuming was a testing board by the looks of it. Okay. Grab that, disconnect this. Go. Now I just want to line it up over the top. Push down. Should snap into position with a nice satisfying snap to it. Put this back on. Put that screw in beside it, which actually probably didn't need to come out, but it did look like it was meant to. There we go. Line it up loosely. Just loosely push it in to the groove, just make sure it's okay. So this frame does have a bend to it, which is going to make it a little bit tricky. But I'm going to glue this into position. Now, I'm going to use some B7000 frame adhesive. Normally works fairly well. Put that up. And there is this tab here. Thought that might be sticky, but no. This feels like a protective layer. Because the cord's so long, I can just wiggle it out of the way and start getting in there with the glue. Depending on how much glue you use and where you put it, you may or may not still have a waterproof device. Be cautious with the amount that you use at the top here. Oh. Go, that should be right just to line up. Loosely sit down and just slowly massage it around. You don't want to use too much force, as you may potentially break it, or if there's a glass fragment, or if it's misaligned, it may potentially hit the glass on the outer frame or something to that extent and cause damage. I'm just working my way around, just making sure all corners are sitting down. As I mentioned with this one, it does have a bend here from the original impact. But now that like that, I'm just going to heat it up, leave it here for about 5 minutes straight down, and that should heat up and cure it to a level that I'm happy with, and from there it'll pretty much be ready to go. It does mention that we're going to take up to 24 to 48 hours to fully cure, but we should be alright, I believe. Anyway, I hope that helps you, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.